Good morning, long time no see. So in case you saw the ending of the last vlog, I am still in the same shirt because I had just so much footage from the last vlog. There wasn't a lot going on. It was just really chatty, I think, in that case. I am heading out to meet a friend for coffee. John is sleeping in. My sleep, fingers crossed, is finally normal. Finally. So I started getting sleepy at around 1 a.m. this morning, and then I woke up at 9. So that's really good. Really happy with how my skin looks after yesterday's facial. So that's really great. So I'm just gonna do a really quick jaunt of makeup for today because I am feeling it a little bit, but I think I have to leave in like 10 minutes. So I'll try to be quick about this. It is still very cold today. I saw -11 on my Google Assistant, and I just realized I forgot to put moisturizer on my face. I have been really enjoying how my hair looks. I purchased some stuff from a website called the K Shop. I think they're based in Montreal. They gave me a couple samples, including this, which is the Wonder Balm Professional Salon Care by L'Adore. And you just need like the smallest size, at least for my hair. I think if your hair is longer, you would need more. And my hair no longer has any sort of static or frizz issues because I have frizzy hair. Usually my friend and I like to sit outside, but I'm hoping today this ain't it. I'm hoping today that she'll want to sit inside. I would prefer that.
Oh my God, I was not recording that whole time. Okay. I started my car and I went to my little tirade, but I want to know what people think because I feel bad, but I also know that I was in the right. I'm pretty sure I was in the right. So there was this older man who was at the door and he was like banging on the door or front door in the lobby. And he was like, let me in, I have a package. And I'm like, I don't know you. I'm not letting you in. Bounced out of there, but I felt a little bit bad. The reason why I want to know what people think is because number one, I don't want to get in trouble for letting somebody else in, especially since our building is strata. Like we're renters, but our owner is technically is part of the strata. There's a camera that faces that door, and if you're seen letting somebody in that you don't know, like you could get in a lot of trouble. But number two, I don't want anything to do with stolen packages. I don't want to be like taking responsibility for that stuff. Ain't no way I'm getting involved, especially with all the horror stories I see on like TikTok and Instagram about people's packages going missing. And I've been in a couple of community groups back when we were living in New West where people were like, somebody signed for my package. Like I just don't want to get involved in that. So I don't know. Was I in the wrong? Like, am I mean for not letting the guy in? I personally think I was in the right for like staying out of it. I let my friend know that I'm en route and I can't wait to see her. It's gonna be great.
Oof, hello, I just finished a workout. I'm exhausted, but exhausted for all the right reasons. I came back into the apartment and my legs were shaking. I haven't been on an elliptical in probably a year or so, give or take. As I'm training for the sun run, I'm trying to do different things, and I haven't been on a rowing machine since probably my last F45 class, so that was a bit of a wake-up call, but it was really great. I got my heart rate up to 170, which I'm really happy about, and I maintained it for a bit at that level. That's usually where I'm at when I run or any kind of cardio, so I'm very happy with that. John has gone to bed, but in the interim, I'm just doing laundry and trying to relax because I'm still shaking slightly from that workout, but it felt really good. I just needed to get on a treadmill, I thought, and run away my cares, but I saw the elliptical was free and I was like, let's go hop on the elliptical and hang out, and it was great. I tried an interval program and I really liked it. I've actually finished work early, which is fantastic. I've also finished all my work for one of my clients significantly ahead of time, so I feel really good about that. And I thought, well, why don't we go out? The last few days I haven't felt like going outside or dressing up or anything like that, so I figure this might be a good time to get out of the house and get away and just be outside. It's been really cold, so that's been the huge driving factor in why I haven't wanted to be outside. It's been windy, it's been blustery, it's been just freezing, and it's not something I enjoy. I went out on Saturday for coffee, and then yesterday I did leave the apartment to go work out, but I just haven't been feeling like going outside the last couple of days. So John and I are gonna run some errands, and I'm also going to pick up where I left off in my 31 days of shopping my closet challenge, which has been really fun, but because I haven't been going out, I haven't been participating. I haven't really been dressing up. I've just been keeping things super chill because it's been really, really cold. I wanted to be cozy and not freezing, so I did skip some of the days, which is totally fine. Like, the whole point of this was to not spend money and to give myself something to do, so I'm not mad about it. Just gonna put all my jewelry on, including my wedding band. Interesting story about my wedding band. See if I can find better pictures of it, because for some reason in here it doesn't like to focus. But this is actually based off the Kingdom Hearts game. It's a Destiny Islands fruit. I believe it's called the Papu fruit, but John managed to find it overseas in Australia, and I'll link the jeweler below. He did not propose with a ring, he just proposed, and of course I said yes. It's like perfect because it's a video game. It's like based off a video game, and it's really unique, and no one has this ring, which I really love. There are no diamonds on this ring, believe it or not. I asked for no diamonds, so this is moissanite. And the rest of the band is made up of white sapphires. I just find diamonds really overrated, and I've said this many, many times before, so I had no interest in getting a diamond for my wedding band, for the wedding band or the engagement ring. So I just love how this looks, and people are like, that's a massive diamond. I'm like, it's actually not a diamond, it's a moissanite. The fun thing about moissanite is that it's actually considered like a space rock. So initially you could only find them in meteorites, but now they're lab grown, and I just think it's a beautiful story. You know, it's like a once in a lifetime, out of this world commitment I'm making. I made to this man, and I just love the idea that you couldn't find moissanites here. Off we go to Daiso and a few other places to run some errands.
I have never been out at this time in the afternoon to go fuel up or like watch people get their car washed. It is so busy at this gas station, and it also doesn't help that the gas is like $1.54 a liter, so that's considered a steal of a deal around here. Look at my man's studying this receipt. So sugoi. You know, it's a good day when it only takes $67 to fill up the entire car. Not bad. Not too bad at all. That's pretty.
I decided to pull out my vlogging camera because I'm like, why not? And I figured I'm gonna try and use the vlogging camera when I'm at home, and when I'm not at home, I'll use the phone because it is more stealth. I managed to grab some Puto. Now, I know there's some people who speak Spanish that are going, pardon me? Puto is a type of kakanin or snack. You can also eat it with a meal, but it's basically a Filipino treat or something that you consume with your lunch or your dinner. You can consume it as a merienda snack. I'm gonna use these silicone molds to steam them.
Big Puto!
There's this really funny video on TikTok of a Filipino woman who is married to a Colombian man, I think, and they have a daughter, and so the mom was teaching the daughter the word puto, describing this. And the Colombian husband hears it and he's like, what are you saying? It's a curse word in other languages, so there's that. Yes, this is what we've named one of our desserts or snacks after. So this is probably, I mean, I could make this by hand if I really wanted to. I decided to buy the box, and also I was just really curious because I see these all the time and I'm never sure if they're any good. This is the White King Puto steamed white cake mix. I think I explained in one of my other vlogs that there are different kinds of puto. There's like the rice puto that you can get usually cut into triangles. This is like a steamed white cake. It is so good. I know people who eat it with something called dinuguan, which is like a pork blood pudding or like soup or almost curry. It's something you eat in the Philippines with rice typically, or you eat it with this. But there are so many different ways to eat puto, and there are so many different colors. You can get different kinds. There's pandan, which is usually like a leaf, ube, which is like a purple yam. Without further ado, I'm gonna start making this and see how it turns out. It actually says in this thing to have a specific type of margarine. Huh. It says,
their own brand.
Brush the surface with Selecta Butterfresh margarine.
Oh my god.
This makes 10 puto or 2 dozen mini puto per pack. That won't be hard to finish. That's so funny. Okay, so I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, all the titas, always the titas, had their like favorite thing that they would put in puto, or like their secret ingredient. My mom caused a bit of a controversy because she stole an ingredient, a quote-unquote secret ingredient, from somebody else, just basically passed off her puto as her own. One of her friends, her friend's daughter is technically my god sister, so my mom was her godmom. She told her about putting sour cream in their puto recipe, and I need to track this down because it made like some of the best puto I'd ever tasted. Man, it was controversial. Like, there was a whole fight about it. People got upset. They were like, well, you're passing this stuff off as your own, so leave it to Filipinos to be super dramatic about their food, because the sour cream gate thing went on for probably a good 2 years. It was ridiculous. No, I will not be putting sour cream in this because I don't know how this will turn out. There you go, a little bit of Pinoy drama. Pinoy puto drama for you to chew on. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, this makes 10 in one pack. Okay. There are 2 of these in the box. Very exciting. I'm only gonna make one for tonight because we'll probably eat them all and then we can make the others, I don't know when. Whenever John's feeling like eating this with me. I don't know.
Well, like right now?
Oh, I thought I was gonna take a picture. I guess not. The timer still sets when you do video.
Oh.
So you have to take it off the timer. I'm just letting John know about my semi-stupidity. So in the interim, while I'm waiting for the water to boil with the steamer, I took a couple of pictures to serve as the thumbnail. I left the timer on for the video. I left the timer on because I thought if you shoot video, it's fine. It didn't turn off the timer, so I was standing there for 10 seconds going like this. Or dramatic reenactment. I just started filming, so that was awkward, but that's fine. Let's get started, I guess. Very, very easy. Water, sugar, and one of these guys. Because I am what can only be described as one of the world's laziest cooks, I am going to use a vessel to measure out 125 grams of sugar while also using the food scale. This will probably backfire because it's quite tiny, but that's okay. Seeing as the water still needs to boil. Okay, so that's 75 grams, and that goes, plus another 50. Perfect. And that goes. One of the ways I've been working on my relationship with my heritage, at least half of my heritage, is to make food or try Filipino food. And I
Love it. I had some experience with Filipino food as a kid, but a lot of it was very, how do I put it? Trying to think of the word. Caucasianized? I don't know. It was very much like Filipino Canadian. And so technically now you could argue that this is all very Filipino Canadian. I mean, especially when I'm making this out of a box. But part of the issue too was that I didn't have a very good relationship with both of my parents. And so when I started to try and cook when I was younger, I would often get scolded because I never did anything right. And this sort of translated or transposed into other facets of my life, like doing the laundry or like folding the laundry or like even just cooking. Cooking I would only do when my mom wasn't home. So it was hard because she was a really good cook other than the Puto drama and a few other things that other recipes that she's taken from people. But she was known for spring rolls, which she also stole that recipe from somebody else. So it's like, I have some shame and some guilt being half Filipina, and while I enjoy Filipino food, I don't partake in it in a certain way. I haven't been using it to understand my culture, my heritage. For me, being able to indulge and have Filipino food in the house is really great because number one, my husband supports it. Number two, it's a thing that we do together as a family. And number three, my in-laws also support it. My in-laws are the complete opposite of my parents. They are fantastic people and they're always so keen to try pretty much anything that won't kill my father-in-law because my father-in-law has allergies to certain kinds of food, mostly hazelnuts, I think. All three of them are open to anything. And so one of their favorite things are what my father-in-law calls Barney cakes, which are just ube mamon, the tastiest thing. And it's probably so bad for you, but there's just something so wonderful about an ube cake you cannot deny. So it sounds like the water's boiling, so I'm gonna start pouring the water into the mix. It's literally just the sugar and the puto mix. So good news, the consistency of the batter is perfect. This is totally what I remember as a kid. So what that means is it's basically time to put it into the molds. This is mixed really nicely. I didn't have to do any work, which is always a plus. Other than incorporating the ingredients and putting them in together. These are from the Real Canadian Superstore, and I think they were like $3.99 each. These are just like cupcake molds. When I was a kid, we used to use egg tart foils. So we would make egg tarts, we would eat the egg tarts, and then we would keep the foils from the egg tarts to steam puto. It says to fill the molds 3/4 full, but we'll see what we get. Puto is one of my favorite snacks. I'm also very much into Filipino spaghetti, palabok. I love arroz caldo, which is really hard to get like nicely made around here. Same thing with bok choy. Bok choy is also another one of my favorites. We now live near a really nice Filipino restaurant. I would like to go there and try their dinuguan. I think it's on the menu. I was not that kid who ate puto with dinuguan. I thought that was weird. I always thought puto was a dessert. So for me, it was like, why are you all eating your dinner with your dessert? Like, that's just so strange. Now I get it. Now I respect it and understand it. Chicken adobo is a good one. John loves to experiment with chicken adobo. He's team gata in adobo. Me, not so much. Give me all the vinegar. Filipino food, man. Ride or die. So I'm just gonna put half of these in and see what happens. So here's what we're looking like. It's definitely a rolling boil for the water, and we just keep it at this rate for the next 13 minutes or so. And I started steaming right at 7 o'clock, so we have until 7:15. We'll give it a quick check. I am so excited. Timer's gone off. Let's see what we got. Oh my god, they're so cute! So cute! They're so cute! Oh my goodness, so fluffy! They look good, they smell good. I could smell them from where I was editing, so I'm gonna do the same thing with the last 5, and then we're gonna let these cool because I don't want anybody to burn their mouth, and then we'll try them together. Y'all don't understand the urge to just take one of these out of the baking cups and split it open. This is like, it's so much easier to take out. Ooh, definitely quite hot still. I could have probably let that cool for like another minute or so, but I ain't mad. Let's get the split. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that steam? That was crazy. I love how fluffy this looks inside, you guys. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Look at it. It's so pretty. That's really satisfying. Oh my God. This is so good. Why do you always do that?
Because it's fun. Yeah, it's great.
What's nice about this is it's very similar to bao. It's a very similar idea. So now we can make steamed buns if we wanted to. This is really good. This stuff is really good. So I will try making my own though.
But wait, we didn't brush it with their brand name margarine.
We don't have to brush it with their brand name.
How dare we?
You know what?
We've made a terrible mistake.
Let's just be grateful that I bought the box, okay? How about that?
Mistake.
We didn't make any horrible mistakes.
Well, we gotta wash them eventually.
It is time to get ready for bed. Now it's time to basically take the day off. This is gonna be on like the worst angle ever, but hopefully it works out. I like to usually just clip up my hair. I'm gonna start off with these. Claw clip the rest of my hair. It's just your usual claw clip. I grew up a huge WWE fan, WWF fan, and this is my Bushwhackers shirt. They're one of my favorite tag teams of all time. I'm gonna take off my Fitbit. My goal is usually 7,500 steps a day. I purchased this when I was still getting my lashes done. I do not like this stuff, but I'm, again, just trying to use it so I can get rid of it. I used to use this a lot. This is the Clinique Take the Day Off, and it can be used for lids, lashes, and lips. Most of the stuff like the Pyeongyangyul Balm already gets the majority of my makeup off, especially anything waterproof. I'm not quite sold on this anymore. I think my skin isn't enjoying it anymore. I've been using this for years now, probably 3 or 4 years, and so I'm gonna see if I can find another K-beauty brand that's sort of in line with what I like. You can see how red my skin is getting. It's the glycolic in this. This is a retinol eye cream from the Inky list. I like this stuff because when I wake up in the morning, my eyes aren't as puffy as they sometimes get. Because I came from a time where I constantly plucked my eyebrows, I used this serum. This is one of my favorite products ever. This is the thing that seems to drive the difference in my skin. It is by Goodall. It is the Vita C Dark Spot Care Serum, and I only use this at night. On Gradient's Aqua Keeping Cream. I do find that sometimes if it's too cold or too dry, this will absorb into my skin very, very quickly. Boom, there we go, done. Nutritique Lip, it's basically a lip lip balm. Looks like this, and I put a lot on because my lips get so dry. So I'm gonna leave the vlog here. I had so much fun today. I cannot believe how quickly this went. It went by super fast. Maybe it's just because there were fewer days for filming, but I really had a great couple of days and really enjoyed myself, and I hope you had fun hanging out. So yeah, I will see you in the next video, and thanks so much for tagging along. Bye.